Here we go. Broke my nail. What's going on here? Let me save these cards. Let's do that. While we wait for the people to come in. Here. I'm a freaking genius. We got the light situation together. Ooh. Let's save some of these cords. See what's really going on here. Okay, what's up, y'all? We are live right now. Okay, we're doing a live reading for the Scorpio new moon we're experiencing today. You know, Scorpio got some interesting energies. Y'all might want to tune in. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, we're gonna give a few more minutes and see where the people are. I'm gonna continue saging the cards. I know for sure I'm gonna use my Tarot of Dreams deck, and I may use my Universal Weight to clarify, but we'll see. Got me some stones here, y'all. All right. Let's sage these cards. I feel like I only want to do the Work Your Light Work deck. I may do the Sacred Geometry. Not sure. Let's sage these cards. Don't y'all fall. So many. Okay, this is down. Here's the pose. Sage these cards. Okay. And sage these cards. Okay. Give it a few more minutes and then I'm gonna start because I don't have time to wait. I don't have the time to wait. Well, hello there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How my lighting look? How does my lighting look? I have the blue lights here, and then I have my warm light above my head. So kind of right here. Right here. All right, let me roll this chair up. Then we're gonna get started because we don't have all night for this. Don't have all night. All right. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So it is the day of the new moon in Scorpio. Ooh. Any hoodle. Now, the Scorpio or the Scorpion gets a bad rap, like being like this dark, devious type of energy. And to be honest with you, in some aspects that can be true, but that can also be true for all of the other signs, because everybody has a light and a shadow side. And some people use theirs a little bit more than others. Okay. It just really depends on the person. Okay. So let's talk about this real quick. I want to talk a little bit about Scorpio and the energy that I've been feeling thus far, because Scorpio is the energy that you have to know how to navigate in, okay? Because Scorpio's energy can be very heavy energy. It can be very intense. But it can also be very calming, very soothing. Yeah, very calming, very soothing. And once you get past the exterior or the protective shield, it's actually a really nice energy. Okay, it is. It's a very nice energy. So, okay. So, some elements or things that I've been experiencing getting towards this new moon in Scorpio. Okay, so first things first, if you have a lot of Scorpio energy within your own chart, and if you don't know your chart, your natal chart, or your astrology, you might want to go and check that out. So that means if you can go to cafeastrology.com or you can go to astro.com, use your birth information, and you'll be able to see where Scorpio falls, because this is where the new moon will be transiting. And this is also a stellium, because we got Venus in Scorpio, we got Mercury in Scorpio, we got the sun in Scorpio, and then we got this new moon in Scorpio. Those are 4 planets that are playing out in Scorpio energy. Okay. Now, mind you, during Scorpio season, excuse me, Mercury will be going retrograde at the end of this week, I think, on the 31st. So there's that. And oh, happy birthday to all my Scorpios, October Scorpios, November Scorpios. Happy birthday to all of y'all. If y'all are watching this or catching this on the playback. Any hoodle. So with the Scorpio energy, all right, remember that Scorpio likes to peel back the layers, but Scorpio also has like this mysterious vibe about them, right? You'll know a Scorpio when you see one, or when you're surrounded by them, or when you're in their presence, okay? And Scorpios, you tend to see them by themselves, or they may have like 1 or 2 people. They're very selective about people that they have around them, all right? They're very selective about the energy. And so with Scorpios, you'll see, you may see a Scorpio with maybe 1 or 2 people. You're not going to see them with a big crowd of people. That's just not their stilo, okay? That is not their stilo. Because 1, they don't like too many energies around them, because they are kind of paranoid when it comes to people, places, situations, and things being around them. They need to be able to know exactly what your game plan is, because I always tell people, I know what you are thinking or what you're saying but not saying, right? So you can say one thing, but I can read all the things that you are not saying, okay? So for example, for me, I have Venus in Scorpio, and I have some other planets in Scorpio too. Not gonna get too much into my chart. However, since I had that Venus in Scorpio, wherever you have Scorpio at natally, that's where you'll find your transformation, okay? Because Scorpio is about transformation, death, and rebirth. But Scorpio is also about peeling back the layers, getting to your soul, your core, the core of yourself, and understanding that and valuing that, right? But also remember, when you get too close to a Scorpio, you get your ass stung, because they feel threatened by you if you're coming at them the wrong way, all right? Period. Okay, but most part, Scorpios are pretty chill. So for me, since I have Venus in Scorpio, this lifetime, I'll be experiencing a transformation of myself through my relationships, okay, and through my friendships, through my close encounters or my close relationships with other people, all right? Welcome if you're here in the live. What's up? What's going on? We're just talking a little bit about Scorpio before we get into the reading, because I really want to give you some context behind this new moon in Scorpio, right? So that's that, all right? And so, and for me, Scorpio is transiting my 8th house, okay? And the 8th house is about, relationships or partnerships, right? Other people's money, taxes, and all that kind of stuff, inheritances. And so with the moon being in Scorpio, the moon is at its fallen state of Scorpio. So it's very weak. And it's the new moon. Remember, the new moon is the weakest moon, right? Because it's not visible, number one. And then number two, you're getting in the it's like starting something new, right? It's brand new, right? So you kind of getting in that motion to get somewhere or to go somewhere or to do something new. And so since Scorpio energy is so intense, you know, a way to combat that or to help you through this season is to make sure that you are staying as calm as possible. Don't get too bogged up or too consumed in energy that is not going to help you. Okay. Because remember that because we have all these planets in Scorpio, there are a lot of things that are mysterious, that are unclear, that you are pulling back the layers. And as we get to the full moon that we're going to be having in Taurus, then you'll start to see the real big picture, all right? The real big picture, really what's going on, okay? Especially when Mercury moves direct. You'll start to see that because right now we're in this, because when people are communicating to you right now, some things may be clear, other things may not be clear. It just depends on, one, how much Scorpio or water energy you have in your chart. That's number one. Number two, if you're really spiritually inclined or in tune to what's happening around you, right? So for example, I'll use myself for example. People talk about the new moon and how the new moon and Mercury retrograde, where you won't be able to see things don't come to light, or, you know, it's a lot of hidden things and all this kind of stuff here. It really depends. But because for me, what I've been experiencing is that I'm able to further dig deeper into what people are saying, what they're not saying, what they're doing, what they're not doing. You see what I'm saying? And that's what Scorpio energy is about. It's about peeling back the layers, going beneath the surface, okay? Digging deep, okay? Getting deep up in there, because that surface level shit is real basic. And if you know anything about most Scorpios, they aren't basic people like that, okay? They may seem basic on the exterior because, you know, they wear a lot of black, white, red. That's their colors for the most part. That's why I got on black shirt, black, white, and red shirt with red lipstick. But anyways, so yeah, with the Scorpio energy, there's a song that was playing that I started playing at the beginning of the live. It's a song by Tony Braxton and Babyface. It's called Hurt You. And it's so fitting for this season, right? Because, you know, it's talk about love and relationships, and then we have all these planets in Scorpio. So for a lot of people, this may be about relationships, and it doesn't necessarily mean romantic relationships. Oh, Scotty, well, hello there. You finally figured out how to comment. Thank you, darling. You finally figured out how to. Thank you, darling. But anyway, where was I going with that? You messed me up. Okay. So anyways, about relationships, partnerships, collaboration, shit like that, all right? So, for example, I have a way of asking questions and shit like that in a way where if a person is not being upfront and clear with me, I already know the answer to a question, but I'm going to probe around to see how you're going to answer the question, right? Okay, that's very Scorpio-like, very Scorpio-like, to probe people for answers, especially if you feel like they are not being honest and upfront. Okay, a Scorpio would do that. So if you see a Scorpio, if you know a Scorpio and they asking you a bunch of questions, it's like, you know, different kind of questions here and there, just know that they are probing you for the answers that you are not giving them because they know you bullshit them. Okay. All right, what else can I say about this Scorpio season? I really feel like a lot of things are being revealed to people, and it's really, I think this time is really about like understanding and knowing your own value and not being afraid to express that in a way that lets people know you can't fuck with me. You see what I'm saying? You can't fuck with me. You can't sway me left or right. Okay. So I really feel like that's what the energy is right now. And for this new moon. So let's go ahead and get into the reading. Okay. Let's get into the reading and see what's going on. Because I really feel like it's like people's truest intentions are now coming out, and there may not have been any doubt in your mind about these people, places, and situations at first. But when they say certain things and don't say certain things, And when they do certain things, and it's just you'll really see, you'll be able to pick that shit apart. You'll be looking like, is that right? Is that true? I know what you're saying and what you're not saying. You see? So let's see. Let me relight my sage. Now, this is water energy, so it would be very beneficial for you to get near water, for you to take spiritual baths, especially if you feel yourself getting too consumed by negative energy or by low vibrational energy, feeling depressed, feeling anxious, feeling doubtful, feeling scared, fear, any of those lower vibrational energies, especially because remember, when you go through a transformation, and that's what this Scorpio energy is about. When you go through a transformation, it's about digging deep. But when you dig deep, you uncover a lot of shit that you've been trying to mask or put at the back of your brain or the back of your mind. So that's, you know, like I said, fear, that's doubts, that's depression, that's anxiety, that's, you know, feeling manipulative, right? Manipulating people to get what you want out of the situation. Now, what I can say about that is that that could be a good thing in certain situations and scenarios. That could be a good thing. I'm just saying, okay? You got to use your dark energy too. Don't just leave it there thinking that you're going to be all positive vibrations all the goddamn time, because that's not how this shit works. I'm just saying. Just trying to let y'all know. Use all of it. It's beneficial. Spirit messages do you have for the collective, for the Scorpio new moon? What guidance can you provide to us so that we can work through this energy? Okay, how can we utilize our own innate abilities, characteristics, and traits to bring down our manifestations into this 3D realm? How can we tap into the Scorpion energy? Okay, to benefit us. How can we do that? I thank you in advance for your clear and concise messages. Know that you're always welcome here to provide us with what we need for our highest and greatest good. And that's another thing. Don't be afraid to use your shadow side. I don't know why people are so scared of that. Sometimes you need that. Your shadow side to help your ass survive in this world. Because trust me, if you ain't using yours, somebody else is using theirs. All right. Spirit messages do you have for us for this Scorpio new moon? So like I said, be taking your energy cleansing baths. So that means if you have some sea salt, you have some Epsom salt, you have some essential oils, or if you have maybe let's see, milk, you can add milk to your bath. Lavender, because that's definitely going to be needed during this time to help calm people's emotions. And we have some Martian energy that's going on during this time as well. So that could cause a lot of friction, you know, and people, and remember, this Scorpio energy can be very intense, and coupled with Martian energy and all this other energy that we have going on. You might want to be careful. This is not necessarily the time to be doing a lot of arguing with people. Because again, this is Scorpio energy, very intense. And you never know when a Scorpion is going to strike. Just FYI. All right. The first 3 cards that we have out, the Temperance, Page of Wands, and the 4 of Wands. So that's the reiteration of what I was saying. Make sure you're keeping yourself balanced, keeping your emotions balanced during this time, because there will be some friction. Or some very intense energies, and it may not even be coming from you. It could be coming from other people, or even scenarios that you may place yourself in, or that you may find yourself in. Okay. Next 2 cards that we have is 10 of Coins, which is the 10 of Pentacles, and we also have the Queen of Coins. That card act like it wants to jump out. We'll see if it'll come back out. What card is that? The Wheel of Fortune. Let's see. Okay. Let us see what's going on here. Okay. All right. So we got the 10 of Coins, Queen of Coins, the Strength card, 10 of Wands, 9 of Swords, and the Lovers. So remember I talked about relationships and partnerships. That's what's happening here. Okay. We got some energy surrounding that. And here's that paranoia that I talked about at the beginning of the live. That's that paranoia, insomnia, being afraid, right? Being in your head too much, the Ten of Wands, carrying too much on your back, on your shoulders. But also remember, with the Ten of Wands, you're still on your way somewhere to drop something off. You're almost there. So remember, this is a new moon. So set your intentions for things that you would like to bring in and you would like to see during the full moon cycle as we get closer to the full moon cycle. Okay. So this could be y'all, you know, on y'all way to, I see for a lot of people, I really see this as a transformation when it comes to finances. Okay, I do see that. I see this as a trend. Ooh, at the bottom of the deck, there's the Tower card. What I told you about that death, rebirth, and transformation. And this is so fitting, you know, for Scorpio season. It's for people to experience a Tower moment. And a Tower moment doesn't necessarily have to mean something that's bad or something that, you know, takes you out of balance. It's just something that has to happen. Sometimes you gotta shake some shit up. Okay. Sometimes you gotta shake some shit up. Some of y'all need to have some tough conversations with some people. Some of y'all need to have some real conversations. Like, quit all this fake shit that's been going on. Okay. That's what I really feel like. It's a lot of fake shit, a lot of false foundations, a lot of falsehoods, a lot of weakness going on when it comes to people actually being true to themselves. Because remember, during this cycle, during this time, the transformative energy is forcing you to be who you truly genuinely are. Okay, because if you see a scorpion, right, a scorpion is who it is going to be. It acts like a scorpion. It doesn't try to act like somebody else or something else. It is what it is. So that's why I feel like for the Scorpio season, it is what it is. So Spirit is reminding you during this time, we got the Sagittarian energy, but the Temperance card is to make sure that you are, you know, collecting your thoughts, you know, being balanced during the season. Don't go overboard. Okay. Think from your higher mind, because remember, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter talks about spirituality. So this is some people getting spiritually in tune, and you may have a Tower moment that moves you to be more in tune, okay, with your spiritual self. Okay. Then we also have the Ace of Coins at the bottom of the deck as well. And then we have the World card here too. Ooh, then there's the Two of Coins. So again, like I said, for a lot of people, this is a new start when it comes to financial wealth, resources, tangible resources for a lot of people. I really do see that. I see that some people are really stepping into some new type of money situation. Okay. And it ain't no fraud. It ain't no fake shit. It ain't no, you know, silly shit or no weak stuff. All right. It's something that's definitely moving you towards a higher being, a higher sense of self. All right. And your self-worth is here too. Okay. Your self-worth is here too. All right. We got the Page of Wands. They came out after the Temperance card, and the Page of Wands is fire energy, as well as the Four of Wands here. There's a lot of fire energy here. Remember that we're getting ready to move into fire season with Sagittarius here in a couple of weeks. So with the Page of Wands, it's like, you know, you're looking at how you're going to do things, right? And so with the Temperance card and the Page of Wands, it's like, okay, well, you know, now that I've leveled myself out, I've leveled out what it is that I'm doing. I've, you know, calmed myself down. I've basically placed myself where it's like even keel, right? So my logic and reasoning is together. My emotions is together. My mental is together, because in the Temperance card and the universal or the traditional tarot cards, it is the woman's crown is illuminated. Her head is illuminated. And then there's a crown behind her that's illuminated. So that solar energy, that solar plexus energy. Some of y'all need to get some citrine. Okay, this is my little citrine gemstone. Some of y'all need to get some citrine, because that citrine will help you during this time. It'll bring things to life, right? Bring it to life. And a lot of y'all are needing it, especially after this Tower moment that's going to be happening for some people, or for most people. And remember, like I said, the Tower moment doesn't have to necessarily be something that's bad. It can really just be like I said, this transformative energy. You know, there's something that has to be shaken up so that you can get something new, especially in regards to, you know, a lot of people's money situations. Okay, with this Ace of Coins, which is the Ace of Pentacles in traditional tarot. All right, so, you know, now looking at how you're going to go about moving, okay, in this direction where there is a solid foundation, because we have the Four of Wands. Okay, they came out at the Page of Wands. So it's like, okay, now I've gotten my head together. I've gotten my mind right, right? I got my mind right. My head is on straight. So now I can move, okay, and I can move in this direction in a way that solidifies what I've already sat down with my thoughts. I've sat down with my spirit guides, with my ancestors, your God, your Jesus, your Allah, whoever it is that you pray to, even yourself, right? And you sat down with this energy, okay, to put yourself at a balanced, even keel, right? Because if you know Scorpios are pretty chill for the most part. They have intense moments depending on how much Scorpio energy they have, okay, and how evolved they are. But they do mean well for the most part because they want people to transform. They want people to evolve, right? That's what Scorpio is about. It's about evolvement. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the Scorpio or the Scorpion evolves to like a phoenix or maybe an eagle or something like that. I can't remember exactly what the Scorpion, what the higher octave of the Scorpion is, okay? But anyways, so, you know, with this energy, it's like, make sure that at the beginning of this, you take some time to, like I said, do those energy cleansing baths. And after you do the energy cleansing bath and you get your thoughts together, get your mind right, make sure that you keep it that way, okay? Keep it that way, because the how, which is in this Page of Wands, because the Page of Wands is about action, right? It's about actions, like what am I about to do? How am I going to do this? It's the how, right? And remember, the how portion is not necessarily our concern as much as it is for us to have the thought in our mind to get started to do, okay? The how comes with the actual movement or with the intent, right? So with this how, now you're able to move from, like I said, from this energy cleansing, from really sitting with yourself, from meditating, from getting in touch with your higher self, with your higher spiritual self, and then moving into this Page of Wands, where you are looking at the possibilities or the different ways that you can tackle a certain scenario, especially because I really feel like for a lot of people, this is surrounding your material wealth. This is surrounding money, finances. And contrary to popular belief of what we've been seeing on social media, it's like everybody's having a good time with their money, honey. And I just don't think it's that. You know, it's a lot of people putting on their front street. That's why you're going to see a lot of people break down on social media over the next couple weeks. You're going to see a lot of people breaking that shit down. They're going to be breaking down on social media. Okay. They are. All right. And then with the Four of Wands, you know, it also reminds us of that 11:11, you know, being spiritually guided, all right, spiritually guided, being protected, being led. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, your gods, whoever it is, you know, your higher self, divine energy, okay, that is surrounding you on a regular basis. And it's putting you in a position to win like a motherfucker, because that's what this is. This is a victory. This is a celebration, right? This is a solid foundation. Some people may be, you know, getting their coins together to buy a house. Some people may be going into a new house situation. They may have had some issues surrounding the house situation, right? Because that's why the Tower moment is here to break the shit down, so you can start all over again with this Ace of Coins, right? That's a new start, new cycle. Remember, we're in this new moon energy. The new moon energy said we got to start something new. We got to start anew. We got to transform into something new. All right. You can't keep doing things the same way that you've been doing it, because if that's the case, then you won't be going through this new cycle to get to a new place. You just keep experiencing and reliving the same experiences that you've been having. What's the point in doing that? Life is about evolving, about changing. Don't be one of those people who are so happy that they remain the same. If you remain the same, that means you didn't grow, and that's on purpose. You shouldn't surround yourself with people like that. Let them go through their Tower moments and go through their own transformations, and they'll see exactly what I mean when I say evolving, changing, living, doing, new ways of thinking and being. I wouldn't be surprised if I see the death card that'll come out when I pull some clarifiers, but this is what this is. All right. And then we move into this 10 of coins, or which is the 10 of pentacles. All right. The 10 of coins, man, again, 10 breaks down to 1. 1 talks about a new cycle, coins, money, finances, right? But you have to go through some shit just to get there. You got to walk through it. You got to get there. You got to walk there. You got to get there. So you have to go through an experience to get there. And you see that those 2 masked heads that are on the exterior wall with all that greenery, all that shrubbery and shit, and there's a gate, there's an opening. So the gates are opening for a lot of us. Okay, the gates are opening. Or there was an opening that's always been there. It just took you a while to see it. So again, things being revealed, and you see all that bright energy that's in the center of this card with all those coins. That bright energy is speaking to that solar energy that I told you about. You know, remember I told you about the citrine gemstone. Some of y'all need to get into that light energy, into that full energy. It's like the full spectrum of shit, like everything coming together. That's what this is. And then we got the Queen of Coins that came out after that. All right. The Queen of Coins. Who is she? She's the Queen of Pentacles. She nurtures, she grows, she builds, right? She's this essence of building financial wealth and abundance, right? And she's not done yet, right? Because she's by herself. She by herself. So for a lot of y'all, for a lot of us, this is a solo journey that you're taking, but be reminded that it may be a solo journey or start off as a solo journey, but it won't end as one, because you never get anywhere by yourself or alone. Never happens that way. So being in a position to nurture and to build and to grow, that's where a lot of people are now. And it's right underneath the Page of Wands. So you are getting the insight on how to grow your money, how to grow your finances and your resources, how to grow your capital gains and assets and shit like that. Now, see, the how is taken care of now. Okay. The how is taken care of because the Page of Wands is here. The how is taken care of on how to grow your money, how to get your money up. Because a lot of people have been trying to figure out how to get their weight up, how to get the cake up. Okay, your money, your funds. All right. Then we have the Strength card. Look at that. These cards are beautiful. This is the Tarot Dreams deck. The card stock ain't worth a shit, but the imagery on these cards is really nice. I really like the imagery. They just need to get a better fucking card stock. Anyway, with the Strength card, it's a tiger in this one. In the traditional tarot, it's a lion. Either way, it's a goddamn cat. All right, it's a cat. But it's like it's spirit reiterating to you that you have the strength to build, to do whatever the fuck it is that you have intended to do. Okay, but be genuine in your pursuit. All right, get real clear on what the fuck it is that you are manifesting or what you are trying to bring down, what you are bringing down into this physical dimension. Okay, be very clear on that. Be very, 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 very fucking clear. All right. And so with the Strength cards, letting you know, remember I talked earlier about what's going on, Third Wall. What's good? What's good? Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're talking about the Scorpio new moon. And with the Strength card, it's like, don't allow doubt, self-doubt, low self-worth, any of that. Don't allow those things to put you in a position where you can't nurture what you're building. Okay, well, you can't nurture what you're building. Nurture it, take care of it, build it up, right? Because I really feel like there'll be a lot of trying times during this new moon cycle. There will be a lot of trying times for a lot of people, especially since Mercury is going retrograde. Okay, now Mercury is going retrograde in Scorpio, so it's not as bad, I would say, because things may be hidden. Okay, you may not know people's true intentions, and that's okay. That's fine. That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? You just need to know that you have to be solid in your intentions. Know what the fuck it is that you want. Know what it is that you want. Be clear on that. Okay, be crystal fucking clear. All right, then we have the Lovers card. I talked to y'all about this at the beginning of the reading. You know, this is partnerships, relationships, business partnerships. This is not all romantic. The Lovers card is not strictly for romance. This is for any kind of relationship. Anybody you are giving your time and energy to, giving effort to, giving your coin, your money to, okay? Any of that, that's what's happening with this Lovers card. It's like, make sure that you are paying attention to your relationships. Your relationships are going to come into question during this time, especially we got all these planets in Scorpio, okay? We even got Venus in Scorpio right now. So, you know, there may be some things about your partners that you don't know, or maybe that aren't necessarily clear or as clear as they should be. And especially if there's anything to do with a new cycle when it comes to money during this time, There may be some things that may be unclear. These people may not be giving you all the tea, okay? Giving you all the information. That's why you got to ask these probing questions. Because when you ask these probing questions, like for example, if you ask a question, a person a question straight up, and they go around the fucking answer, you got your answer. Okay, you got your answer. And if they can't get, because my thing is this, you know, be a straight shooter. Be a straight shooter. That's all this is. And then we got the Nine of Swords that came out, and it's underneath the Queen of Coins. So there may be a lot of people who are paranoid, afraid, scared, in their head a lot, mentally exhausted, because they're trying to figure out how they're going to make this shit work. How they're going to make it work, who they're going to make it work with. But Spirit is like, don't even fucking worry about that. Set your intentions. Know what the fuck it is that you want. Excuse me, be clear with the shit. Be truthful with yourself. Stay calm and relaxed. Take energy cleansing baths if you need to. Stay near water, because we know all this water energy. That water will help you, okay? And know that you are protected. Okay? Just know that. Simple. And then, like I said, we have the Ten of Wands that came out too. And the Ten of Wands is right out underneath the Strength card and the Four of Wands. Okay? So again, this is reminding us that you are almost there. All right? You're almost there. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep going. Because the end goal, the destination, will be so good to you if you just keep going. Just keep going. Okay, let me get let me see if I can pull some clarifiers real quick. Spirit, what other messages can you provide to us? What clarity can you give us? This new moon in Scorpio. Temperance is reminding us, man, make sure you are staying in tune, keep a level head, a clear mind. Like I said, be intentional with your intentions. Be intentional with your intentions. And use the Scorpio energy. Use it. Use the Scorpio energy. The Scorpio energy, if you got to probe and ask questions and figure out what the fuck is really going on, do that. Why not? Peel back the layers. Shit. You gotta manipulate to get some things that you are needing financially. Do it. Trust me, you ain't the only person doing shit. Trust me. Let's see. Spirit, what other messages do you have? What are the guidance? Messages. Okay. All right, let's see. We got the Page of Swords and the Six of Cups reversed. Okay. Page of Swords, make sure you pay attention to the fucking details. That's why I told you Mercury is going retrograde. This is your reminder. Pay attention to the fucking details. Take a good look. Take a good fucking look. Anything dealing with contracts, partnerships, anything of the sort, pay attention to the details. This is your reminder from Spirit, letting you know that. These Six of Cups in reverse. Some of y'all gonna be reliving or maybe moving out of childhood experiences, getting rid of like the old karmic debt being released. Okay, the old karmic debt being released for some people. For other people, this could be this could surely be some childhood friends, childhood scenario situations that may come back up during this time, and you got to be real with yourself and with these people and let them know what's up. Period. Period. Okay. Even though the card came reversed, remember it can be reversed or in the upright position. Okay. So I read it both ways because for some people it may be the opposite. All right. Let's see. And I also see the 3 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Celebration for some people. Okay. And it could be celebration about this new money situation that's coming in for a lot of y'all. And this could also be somebody being hesitant to come in to help with something, okay? To help with something. And I really feel like it has to do with helping you grow something, okay? So, and remember, like I said, the beginning of the season or the beginning of your journey may start off with just you. It may start off with just you. And that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But remember, along the journey, you pick up and drop off, okay? Remember, your life is like a series of attachments and detachments. You just got to know when to let go or when to grab on. Simple. Okay, we got the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and then we got the Magician card. Again, the Magician card is letting us know this is Scorpion energy. Use the energy to get and manifest what the fuck it is that you want. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. So remember, I told y'all this is a new cycle for a lot of people when it comes to money. A lot of issues with money and stuff like that are being released. And that's why I feel like, you know, with the 6 of Cups, that's another reason why the 6 of Cups is here, because a lot of people have paid their karmic debt. Okay. Let me see. What's going on, Taylor? What's going on, Valerie? How y'all doing? I'm not doing individual signs this reading because it's a new moon. So I'm doing a collective reading for everybody. I know y'all be looking for the individual readings sometimes, but when it's like a special event, for example, like today it's a new moon, I'm doing a collective reading. And I feel like it is more beneficial for a lot of people instead of just trying to do individual signs. All right. But if y'all have questions, y'all can leave the questions down in the chat and we can talk about it. But yeah, so the financial burden being lifted, lack being lifted, you know, living in scarcity being lifted. And this is the thing, coming out from the fucking cold. You see these people, okay, in the upright position, they outside in the cold. Coming out of the cold, coming out of being like an outcast, right? Because Scorpions can have a tendency to kind of be like an outcast, be out there by themselves, not really being quote unquote included. But when it's in a reverse position, now it's like, okay, I'm coming out of the cold. I ain't suffering anymore. Okay, that lack mentality, gone, moving. Thanks, Valerie. But yeah, that lack mentality, moving away from that. Because how is that going to help you? At the bottom of the deck, we got the Star card in reverse. So remember I talked about laying low? This is what this means, laying low. The only time you should be moving is after you've centered yourself. After you've done this. This is the first card that came out, which letting me know that Spirit is saying this is going to be a tense time for a lot of people. Okay, it's gonna be a tense time for a lot of people if y'all don't know how to calm it down. Okay, calm yourself, calm your mind, because that's all it is. It's like your mind will be playing tricks on you because all the energy in water. Okay, all this energy in water. Let's see if we can get some more clarifiers. Spirit, what other messages do you have for us? Yes. Too many cards. But y'all don't be afraid of being true to yourself. Yep, like I said, the moon card, things being revealed, man. We got the moon card on the new moon. How fitting. Things being revealed. You just gotta pay attention. Shit. Oh. What are the cards we can get? And then I'm going to pull some oracle cards. We got the Temperance card again. That's a clarifier. And we got the Temperance card in the spread. That's double confirmation of Spirit telling you. Remember what I talked about? I talked about how her head, her crown is illuminated. And then that crown back there, okay, is illuminated. Y'all see that? It's illuminated. That's telling you, get your mind right. Get your mind right during this time. Don't pour. You see her with that water, those cups, that water, okay? That water, all right? She's telling you, don't pour too much water into one cup. Keep them balanced. Keep the cups balanced. And then you notice one of her feet is in the water and the other one is on that rock. So, right? So on one end, she has her foot on solid ground and the other foot is in the water, okay? So it's telling you to balance your emotions with logic and reasoning. Balance them both. Don't be too logical. Don't be too emotional. Meet right in the middle, okay? Meet right in the middle, because that's going to help you during this time, because like I said, Scorpio energy can be very intense for people who are not used to digging deep and going deeper into the layer, okay? For people who are just surface level, who only see things for surface level shit, basic shit, this is going to be a tough time for you because you're not going to know how to deal with this energy. Scorpio forces you to dig deeper, to move, and to go deep into the depths, into the fucking abyss, okay? That's what Scorpio forces a lot of people to do. Okay? Scorpio forces a lot of people to do that. And if you're not ready for transformation, you better get ready, because we already have a Tower and it's happening. It just is. But like I said, take those energy cleansing baths. And if y'all notice during this live, compared to my other lives, I'm very calm right now. That's that water energy. Very calm. Very, very calm. Again, I have water energy in my chart. We got the Knight of Swords in reverse, and we got the Knight of Wands in reverse. Remember what I said. There's not a lot of fast movement during this time. There may be some standstills, some pauses for a lot of people. But I really feel like it's going to be at a standstill and the pause. And if it does come to that, it's because it's for your highest and greatest good. Don't fight it. Don't force it. Don't try to force your will. Let it be. All right. And then with the Knight of Swords, some things may not be clear. Okay. Some things may not be clear. And like I said earlier, with this Venus in Scorpio, this Mercury in Scorpio, things may not be clear when it comes to partnerships, collaborations, businesses, whether y'all be getting new jobs, y'all getting promotions, whatever the case is. The promotion of the job may be slow moving, or may come to a standstill or something like that. Or you may not be getting clear information. You know, they may be fucking around, kind of dicking around with the situation. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, toying around with it and, you know, being doubtful. Because remember, like I said, with the Nine of Swords here, you know, maybe being doubtful, being paranoid, it's just a lot of different emotions that'll come up during this time. So it's like, you know, don't be afraid because things come to a standstill, or because things are put on pause, or because you're not getting very clear insight or information. Remember, like I said earlier, Scorpio likes to probe, okay? Probe, grab, dig deep, peel back the layers, do that. If people are not giving you clear answers and you ask specific questions, that's your answer. That's your answer. It's your answer. Let's see, we got at the bottom of the deck here. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Nine of Wands. Standing your ground. Bruised and battered, but you're still going. That's why the Strength card is here. It's like, I'm bruised and battered. I went through a whole lot of shit. But I'm staying true. I'm staying true to myself and what it is that I see for myself. And once you do that, nothing can stop you. Nothing and nobody. Be true to yourself. And it's crazy because I just pulled the cards out and then this deck of the cards stayed here. This is the Crumbling. That's that Tower. Okay. I'm just saying, y'all. Don't be afraid of Scorpio energy. You know, people give Scorpio a bad rap, but I don't see that. I mean, if that's the case, then all signs should have a bad rap. Scorpio just forces you to, Scorpio forces you to deal with your shit. That's all. Deal with your shit and to fix it. But you gotta dig deep in order to fix it. Plutonian energy. Okay. Spirit, what other messages do you have for us? We got one card. Let's see if we can get some more. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Y'all good? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? Y'all have any questions? Any specific questions? And I think I may start implementing where you can cash app me a donation if you want a question to be answered. I think I may start doing that. Okay. We got 2 cards. Let's see if we can get some. Okay. Let the cards flow. Okay, so the first card we got from the Work Your Light Oracle deck is Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. Didn't I say that at the beginning of the live? Okay, when I talked about the Page of Wands. Okay, when I talked about the Page of Wands being divinely guided. See, the Page of Wands wants to know how to take something, how to do something, where to, you know, where to go, how to take it, how to do it. Spirit saying you're divinely guided. I got you. Don't even worry about it. I got you. This says trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Trust your gut. That's what that means. Trust your gut. Okay. Getting a lot of insight, especially with this moon card. Getting a lot of insight. Trust your gut, man. Trust your gut. Because once Spirit gives you the confirmation, okay, you can move accordingly. That's why the Page of Wands is here, okay? Once Spirit gives you the confirmation, you can move accordingly. You don't have to fret. You don't have to doubt. You don't have to keep thinking over and over again. No. You got your clarity. Trust it. That gut feeling, trust it. That's your intuition. Most people don't utilize the intuition properly. All right, we got the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits. Soul Tribe. It's all coming together. Ain't that what I said? Tell me what I said. I'll tell you what I said. Okay. Hold on. Let me put these other cards to the side. Okay. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits. That goes right with the Akasha card and with the Trust the Niggle. Okay. Basically, it's telling you to trust your intuition. Remember I talked about this journey, getting on this journey, getting on this new path, whatever it is. Like you're going to start by yourself. Okay. For most people, you'll start by yourself, but you're not going to end by yourself. You're going to be picking up and dropping off as you go. And it's okay. Don't be feeling some kind of way because you got to drop people off. You got to let them off. Some people, hey, they just like, they're going to have to get off. Everybody can't roll with you the whole way. They just can't. Okay. We got trust your path. Man, look, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Trust your path. Okay, with the 4 of Wands here. Trust your path. You know, remember I told you it's the spirit guides. These are angel numbers, 1111. You know, your spirit guides are showing you where to go, how to go, who to do it with. Okay, coming out of this lack mentality, this suffering mentality. Okay, some things may be postponed or paused or moving slow. It's cool. Don't worry about it. Okay, because what's for you is for you. What is for you, it's not going to pass you by on any given day. Last oracle, Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Again, divine source energy here, helping us. Don't take that for granted. Don't take that for granted. Shoo! Bottom of the deck, warrior woman. Have you answer your deepest calling? See, when I told you about Scorpio, dig deep, don't he? Yeah. Get yourself in line. Get in order. Okay. And let me see. I think I may ask for some cards of advice. Okay. One of my favorite tarot readers does this. So let's see if we can get some cards of advice before we close out this live. I want to thank y'all for tuning in, saying what's up. This is a very chill reading. I'm not even going to lie. It's very chill. That's just how I'm feeling right now. I really am. I'm really chilling. And if you are feeling tense, make sure that you are doing those energy cleansing baths like I talked about. If you're catching this reading after I already spoke about them, just catch it on the replay. It'll be processing a little bit. But, you know, make sure you're taking care of your mind. Don't get so caught up in your head. Don't do that to yourself. Don't let your mind run away with you, okay? Don't do it. Spirit, can we get some cards of advice for the collective, for the Scorpio new moon? If y'all like to book a personal reading, you can hit me up on Instagram. It's the same name, I am well versed. Hit me up on the DM, or you can send me an email through there. You just hit the email button. Like I said, I think I'll start letting you guys donate to my Cash App if you'd like to ask a particular question during the reading, and I'll answer it. Because I know some people can't necessarily afford a full reading right now, and that's fine. You may just have one specific question. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Let me know. See if we can get one more card, or if this is going to be it. Shuffle one more time. Okay. All right, that's it. All right, let's see what these cards is giving. See what they're giving. All right, just like I thought, we got the Empress, the Queen of Wands, the Moon card, the Eight of Coins. Y'all see that? Okay, what does that mean? Let's talk about it. This is what this means. The Empress, there's a harvest. Okay, there's a harvest. The Empress typically represents Taurus, earth signs. You got the Queen of Wands, fire energy. You got the Moon cards, Cancer. And then we got the Eight of Coins, which is the Eight of Pentacles. Basically, the advice here is to sit in your power, or to stand in your power, whichever you choose to do, because things are being revealed to you on a consistent basis. You just have to keep your eyes open to see those things. Remember that this is a time for you to nurture, for you to grow, and keep nurturing and growing your intentions. Keep nurturing them. Whatever you are intending to do, whatever you are putting your manifestations towards, your energy, make sure that you are nurturing it during this time. Okay, don't allow what's happening around you to get you off your game, right? Because you got the Empress card and you have the Eight of Coins, or the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is like, it's a reflective energy, but it's also, you know, you stand away from distractions. You stand away from distractions. You're keeping your nose to the grind, and you're making sure that you're stacking your chips, stacking your money up, okay? Because this guy, he's looking at what he's been building, and he's like, okay, well, let me keep going. All right, so that's just like in the original reading. It's like the Strength card is there to tell you, keep going. Don't allow what's happening around you. Don't get distracted. Stay away from distractions. If there are people, places, things, and situations that are distracting you, get your ass away from them. Stay focused on your focus. Whatever your intentions are, once you set the intent, don't keep asking about it. No, work towards it. Put the effort in, put the energy in, because whatever you put your energy into is what you get back, is what you receive back. Okay. And then especially with the Queen of Wands is that fire energy. If you remember the Queen of Wands, I mean, damn, look how nice she look. Look Look at this. I mean, the crown is popping. Look at that. Passion, desire, tenacity. Okay. Don't get caught up in your feelings, because with the moon card, there could be some people who get caught up in their feelings. And then in the reverse position, some people, you know, they've moved out of their feelings. Okay. And then again, in the upright position, things being revealed. Pay attention. So the advice is for you to continue to nurture what you've been wanting to gain a harvest from. Because you look at the bottom, she got crops, right? Continue to nurture what you want to harvest from, where you want to reap a benefit. Okay, remember, you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. Stand firm, okay, in what it is that you want. Be tenacious. Have the drive, have the passion behind it. Okay. Make sure that you are keeping your shadow side in check, your low vibrational side. Make sure you're keeping it in check during this time. Okay. Don't go overboard. If you want to use some of your shadow work, use it. Use it. It's that. Use it. However, make sure that you're not going overboard. Okay. Don't get obsessed with it. Because remember, Scorpios can be very obsessive and possessive. And stay away from distractions. Stay away from distractions. All things will be revealed. And then as I'm looking at this, I'm still paying attention to the Temperance cards, telling you to make sure you keep your head on right. Keep your head strong. Pay attention to details that are transpiring with any transactions that you have going on, any dealings with other people that are very significant to you. Make sure you're paying attention to the details. The bottom of the deck, we got the Palace of Swords. That's that, you know, it's all encompassing that mental clarity, that mental stability, right? But that's only after you've tempered yourself and you've allowed yourself to go to your higher mind and to visit that place and to stay there. Then we got these Six of Wands underneath that. The Six of Wands, that's a victory, man, winning something. So that's what this new moon for Scorpio, this new moon Scorpio is about, you know? And don't allow the things that you think that you can't control, okay? Don't allow those things to give you any doubt or to put you in a place or an energy where you feel defeated, because you're not. It's coming. All right. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and close out this Scorpio new moon reading. I know it wasn't as flamboyant as usual, but I mean, this energy is really like put me in a very calm state. And which I think about the lighting. The lighting is much better now. Oh my gosh. Okay. It looks so much better. Also, don't forget to like this video if you haven't already. Subscribed to the channel. Share this video with somebody who may need to hear this information, because there are people who need to hear different messages. Let them know what's up. Okay. If you like to book a person reading, I'll put the information in the description box after this video processes. But like I said, you can always go to my Instagram. It's the same name right there. There we go. Right there. Same name. You go to my Instagram, you can hit the email button, or you can send me a DM if you'd like to book a person reading. And as always, peace and love and light, and bye-bye.